Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the second part of our playthrough of Marvel United Streets of New York, where we're currently battling it out with the Kingpin using Daredevil, the Punisher, and Elektra. A lot of fun. I really enjoy this game. We had the last episode we completed the turn of Kingpin. A lot of his weaker cards have come out. I'm super concerned what that's going to mean for later part of the game. But we are trying to get some things done, and we are going to kick it off with the turn of the Punisher. So let's just dive right in and get going. So the Punisher's down here at Midtown High School, trying to help the students there, kicking out. That's where the elite thugs of the Kingpin have decided to step up and cause some problems. So these are the three cards currently in his hand. Not too helpful for us. Draw another one, see what we get. That is actually helpful for us, because that will allow him to complete this, and I'll tell you why. So for his turn, we are going to play this card after we drew a card, and let's go look at the chain. So in the last episode, we played. We're going to put this right here and go back up the other direction. We played this card, then Kingpin, then now this. So we're going to have two heroic efforts we can make against these corrupted elite thugs, and that means we're going to beat them down. So the Punisher storms the high school, saving the kids, destroys all the weapons from these thugs, and completes this effort. So these corrupted thugs are gone. That means we have completed another threat, and at the end of this turn you may gain a heroic token. Put that there as a reminder. And we will continue on. So that's two locations that we have uncovered. That is good, and that's going to mark the end of the Punisher's turn. Now we're going to go on to Daredevil. These are the cards for Daredevil. I'm really holding on to these because these are his best and special cards. He can do a lot from a heroic prospect, but we need to move him somehow, and we don't have the ability to do that, and we still don't. This has just been a bad thing, and I don't want to do this. Well, I mean, because I can't save anybody yet. We were one card away from being able to beat thugs down, which would be nice, and this only covers for each location. This is one of his best cards out there, but it's the only card I have that will allow him to move this turn. He's been stuck there. He was stuck there last turn, not able to do much as well. And again, saving civilians right now doesn't do any good. And of course, he is right here at the Brooklyn Bridge. You know, maybe I'm being stubborn holding on to these, but we need to move him. I think this is the weaker of the two cards. The Man Without Fear. Gain one movement token for each civilian you rescue this turn. Well, he's going to get to do at least one more of these this turn, but we're only going to get to move him one, and there's no civilians anywhere near him. Gain one movement token. Well, actually, it's just a total waste. Wow, this is really rough, but this one has a movement on it, but I don't want to use it. So I think we are going to have to play this. We're going to play the Man Without Fear. He can rescue a civilian in this space, it just won't matter. So I think we'll play that. Oh, and by the way, at the end of the Punisher's turn, he did get that token off of the Midtown High School where he was residing when he ended his turn. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to put this in the chain. We're going to take one of those two heroic actions to rescue the civilian on his board. Unfortunately, these secret threats prevent us from being able to claim them, so it just goes back in the box right now. But it does give him a movement token, which I will immediately use, since we don't have any movement, to move him somewhere else. Now, where do I go with him? This doesn't make a lot of sense. Well, actually, it could. I'd love to get him up there to help Elektra. Let's move him there, and we'll waste one of the heroics there. But let's not do that. Let's move him up here, so at least we can use the one heroic he still has left and get that on there. Alright, well, that is going to be the end of Daredevil's turn, unfortunately. Not the best turn, but at least we're making some progress. And I have a feeling that the Kingpin is going to unleash on us any moment. Okay, up at the top in Queens, we have Electra. She took damage, so she only has two cards in her hand right now. I'm going to draw a third. And basically, we want to... I guess we're going to have to play... No, we don't have to play that wild. We got this. Yeah, this is going to be a good turn for Elektra, I think. We'll see. Yeah, so we're going to play this. Sorry, my watch is going off there. Work never leaves me alone. It's 7 days a week. So we're going to play this here. That means she is going to get to... She has her Master Assassin ability, which is going to allow her to hit... We're going to go hit Bullseye, I believe. So, but we're going to take this opportunity to first play the heroic off of here, which will get rid of the card up there. So Daredevil's heroic helps her get rid of this. So connections are gone. That is good because we needed that gone so we can beat some thugs. We don't really want to clear any more threats, but we want to keep her here at the end of the turn, so we're actually not going to end up moving her, which is kind of sad because it's going to be a waste of her card a bit. You know what? Instead of playing this one, I'm going to swap it out. It's going to have the same effect. We're going to play this one. So she did the heroic and completed this. She's going to then spend the punch to take this thug out, which does in fact get to go on the board. Nicely done. Okay. And then let's see, boom, boom, boom. She can move, but I am going to waste the move. I don't want to put the move down there. She's just going to sit there, I think. You know what? I could actually do better than that. You know what? We're going to not play this card. The results are going to end up the same. We're just going to play this one for the heroic and the punch to kill the thug there. Okay. Because now that she is there at the end of her turn, it says if you have one or two cards, you may draw up. So we're going to draw a third card for her now, which puts her back up to full health. That is a good thing. But now Wilson Fisk gets to go, and we're not in the best shape. We haven't cleared a lot of stuff yet. But we did get rid of the thing that stops us from beating thugs. And where Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, is located right now in Oscorp, there are a lot of thugs and Bullseye. All right, here we go. What do you got? He's going to move two. Oh, the Punisher. He's going to bam, and he's going to put down some peoples, which means Punisher's going to take another hit. So let's go do that movement. 1, 2. We also are going to bam with Bullseye. We'll solve that next. But he is down here with the Punisher. His bam says deal 1 damage to each hero at Kingpin's location. That means the Punisher is going to have to dump a card. I guess, yeah, it'll be one of these punches right here that he's got. That'll go on the bottom of his deck. He has taken a hit there. And then we have to do some, put down some folks. Man, he's doing just one civilian in each, so it's not too terribly bad. There's going to be one civilian here. There is going to be an overflow, unfortunately. And one civilian away. I don't know if you can see it. Let's make sure you can see all this. We're going to put one civilian here and one here. And then there's an overflow situation there. If one or more tokens can't be placed, deal 1 damage to each hero in that location. Okay, this location, there's no heroes, so we won't take any damage there, even though it did overflow. That's not great. Okay, and the crazy thing is he hasn't got to any of his plots yet, so that is really good for us at this moment in time because we're getting ahead of it a little bit here. Lucky is what I'll say. Okay, that marks the end of the Kingpin's turn. Now we got to do Bullseye. It says deal 1 damage for each hero in his location, and 1 damage and each adjacent location. So unfortunately, even though Elektra healed herself, nothing but good cards, she is going to take another hit again. So I think we'll just get rid of this one because our other ones are 2 specials. She's back down to 2 cards. She keeps taking hits from Bullseye. We got to go take Bullseye down, clearly. And then it says, discard 1 civilian from each of those locations. So we're going to lose a civilian in that location. There aren't any there, and we'll lose one where Elektra is up there. So there we go. That is that. Now remember, those tokens are double-sided, so when I take them off and you see a thug, it's actually a civilian on the other side. So, okay, that marks the end of the Kingpin's turn again. That's pretty rough, actually, but let's go back to the Punisher now. Now, he's got these 2 cards. We'll get him a third because he was precision shot against an enemy. We need to get him. How do we move him? We got a wild. We can only move 1 location. But we can't do the heavy firepower, so that's not so bad. Okay, we're going to play... Yeah. We're going to play... that's going to leave Daredevil with nothing. Let me look at Daredevil's cards before we decided to do that. I think that's okay. Actually, that's okay. He doesn't move. All right, we're going to play heavy firepower. It says 2 in any location and 1 in adjacent locations. That's going to be good for us. So we're going to fire that off in any location. That card is going up there next. And since we can see everything, he takes his rocket launcher and he shoots it way over here. We're going to take 2 off of Bullseye to get him closer to death. and then we will take one thug from here, and there are no thugs up there, so we can't take one from there, but we do get to pop one down there, and that is defeated and goes on the board now. We don't have to get rid of them any longer. Okay, then that is the Punisher's turn. So at the end of his turn, he's on the Midtown High School, so he does get one of these tokens. He's got to get away from Wilson, though, and he really couldn't at that point in time. Wait, he does have a wild. What am I talking about? He's got the wild from Elektra. Do I move him? I think I do. I don't want him anywhere near this guy. Let's start marching him toward... Man, if Bullseye goes off again with a bam, he's going to do damage. So maybe for the wild... I can't hit Kingpin. We can't damage him yet. He has not been exposed for us to be able to attack. So I think... okay, I think we're going to move... I don't want to waste that wild. That would be bad. I think I have to move him. I mean, God, if he takes 2 more damage, he's KO'd, but we can get him up to the Queens and get him healed. So he's going to move one there. And, okay, that's that. So, all right, well, at least we got, at least we still have 2 more heroes to go before that happens. All right. Let's continue on then with Daredevil. He ended his turn on Daily Bugle. That doesn't do anything for Punisher, so that's the end of that. And he does have a heroic token. I could place it. Why don't we do that? We're going to place this here on Secrets just to get it started, and then that'll end his turn. Now we're going to go to Daredevil. Daredevil's got 3 cards. We're going to draw another one. This is not bad, but I think we're just going to do this because I want to get rid of these. If we do that, that's going to complete it. I'm not ready to complete another thingy yet. I have a thug in my location I could punch. Man, all heroics. Wow, crazy times. And no other stuff because the Punisher didn't give us anything. So I think what we'll do is we'll play this card. This at least gives us something. He's going to stay where he's at, and that means now the Punisher's card didn't have any bonuses for him to take. He doesn't get to do anything from that. So what we're going to do here is we'll place one more heroic token down here, and we'll use his punch to get rid of this thug, which goes on our mat here, and that's going to be the end of his turn. And nothing special, so we'll move on to Elektra. Elektra's kind of hurting. She's got a heroic and a punch right now, so we'll see what we can do with that. I kind of don't want her to end her turn there because we can do some things. Let's see, we got Master Assassin, Psi, deal a damage in both adjacent locations. Not great. Ninja Tactics, or you cannot take any damage at the beginning of your next turn. 1 punch, but no movement unless I do the Master Assassin. Give me 3 hits. Would that kill? Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to play Master Assassin. Now, I always debated, like, it says you can play them in any order, right? Like, I want to check something. I just want to make sure I'm not cheating. Funny thing, when I'm filming, I tend to second guess myself, and I already knew the answer to this. I can do that special action before or after the other stuff, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take her move from that card, and we're going to move over to Oscorp Tower. Oh, this is going to complete something for us, so this is bad. Actually, it's the best turn to do it on, but this is not going to be great for us. We're going to get ourselves in trouble here, but I don't see a better option. I could kill a bunch of thugs, but we need him to stop doing his bam. He's the one hurting everybody. It hasn't been Kingpin so much. We took 1 damage from him, but he's done multiple times against Elektra now. So then we'll take her Master Assassin hits. We'll go 2. That's 2 from him. Plus she's got 1 more from... She got 1 more from her card, from Daredevil's card, which will kill Bullseye. Boom. And at the end of the turn, we get a movement token, so that's good. Bullseye is out of the picture, which unfortunately means so is this threat card, and I'll go into that in a second. We've completed a threat. That's not threat mission. That's not good. The clear threats mission, we have 1 more heroic. We can't really do anything with that. So we'll end there. We do, because we had a heroic from Daredevil, but there's really nothing to do with it. So we'll end there, and that will allow her to gain a move token. So Elektra has a move token. She also has 2 damage against her, so that's not great. All right, that is going to be the end of her turn. Now let's deal with the mission that we completed. So we completed the Clear Threats mission, which is not good for us at this point in time, even though we really didn't have much of an option. Because what happens is while this gets cleared, this now moves down and this activates. So now Wilson is going to go after every two heroes play. The good news is that all three of our heroes just went. So he's going to go in the normal course of the game, and then Punisher and Daredevil are going to get to go, then Kingpin again. Which isn't great, but it's better than what we were at. So let's see what we draw with the Kingpin and see what he's going to do, because it is his turn. Okay. Finally, he's advancing his plan. Advance the plan. Place him on the location with the lowest number plan token. Okay, well, I think you can see that. That is going to be right over here on the Brooklyn Bridge. And it says, and discard it. So, he's one closer to his victory now. He discarded the plan token that was there. Then he's going to bam. Well, good news is we don't have any Bullseye to do damage. And his bam is just do a damage to a hero's location. But then he's going to load up if you look at the configuration of that, he's going to load up the location, Osborn Laboratories, where Daredevil is with a bunch of thugs. So let's go and add those guys in. It's going to be 3, so he's going to fill it up, but it didn't overflow, because it was empty. So that's a good thing. We have 3 thugs there now with Daredevil. Go, Daredevil, go. Okay. That's the end of that, and that means we're going around to the Punisher's turn now. Okay, the Punisher's got 2 cards, and I think it's time for him to do this. We just got to get him to move. Good news is Elektra has a move on her right there, so he is going to get to draw another card. It's going to be his wild. So here's what we're going to do with the Punisher. We're going to play this. Now this again hurts Daredevil, because Daredevil won't have another card. Let me just double check to see. Actually, this is going to work out okay for him, I think. Yeah. Because it doesn't matter if we complete the secrets now. It will matter, because then we can save civilians. I think we're okay there. So we're going to play this. I'm going to put this in the chain. So that means we're going to do his precision strike, but we're going to use Elektra's move first from her card. And that says we're going to do 4 against a single enemy. That's perfect for us. Oh, it's against a single enemy. That is not perfect for us. We've got to save that for the Kingpin. I'm going to take that back, and we're going to simply do this. So we're going to play this Punisher card. Not a great one. But it is going to allow him, because of Elektra, to move 1. So we're going to move 1. Of course, her special, he doesn't get any help with the special. We're going to then take out 1 thug. He's going to knife a guy or take it out with his pistol or something. He takes out a thug there. And that's the end of his turn. That's all he does. And then he's going to gain a movement token. And that we're going to, once we can hurt Wilson Fisk, I think between Daredevil... Here's his token. Between Daredevil and Punisher, we can absolutely take this down as soon as he's able to be damaged. In a 3-player game, he's got 8 health. I should put his health on his card. I usually do it the other way around, just because it's easier. But the rules say you put the tokens down, so we'll put the tokens down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 3 more here. And 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, we tend to do it the other way around and put them on the area when they get hurt instead of take them off. But that's okay. Not a big deal. All right, that marks the Punisher's turn. Now we're moving on to Daredevil. Daredevil is fully healthy. We're going to draw a card for him. He's got some movement and a punch. He might just stay where he gain either. No, we don't want to do this yet. We've got to get him to a place where he can get some action going there. So we're going to play this. This is going to give us a punch, and a move, and that's good for us. So we're going to play this Daredevil card, and here's what he's going to do. He's going to do 2 punches here, which will get 2 thugs off the board, and then he's going to use that move to be here. He's actually heading over to where the movement tokens are, but he can only move 1 this turn. So that's where he ends up. Now it says if you have 1 or 2 cards, you get to draw it, but he's fine. He's fully healthy there. He's taken out some thugs and moved over. Oh, you know what? Better yet, let's retract that a bit, I think. Could have played this instead and just completed the secrets, and then we'd be able to save civilians. I don't know if that's worth it or not, but I think we're going to do that. So I'm going to put the thugs back where they were. Now, nope. Never mind. We're going to leave it alone, because we're probably better off taking out the thugs now and clearing some space in case there's an overflow. Kingpin's over here. Never know what's going to happen. He's going to go next. So that's going to mark the end of Daredevil's turn. Let's go to Kingpin. Okay, here's his card. Let's see what it says. Oh, we're going to advance the plan again. He's going to go to number 2. which is where Daredevil is. So I'm glad we left Daredevil there. He may get to heal next turn. We'll see. Advance the plan. Place him in a location with the lowest number plan token and discard it. This is going to be pretty brutal, by the way. Okay, so he's going to go to here with Daredevil. We're going to discard this. Then he's going to bam, and that's going to hurt Daredevil. So we're going to get rid of one card. We're going to get rid of this one. When I say get rid of it, we put it at the bottom of their deck. That's how you represent taking damage in this game. Okay, and then he is going to... Oh, he did his bam, boom, and now he's going to add a bunch of thugs. Big bim, bam, boom. Just doing all kinds of crazy stuff there. Let's add some thugs in here now. And there's going to be, let's see, 2 in each location, his and adjacent. So we'll start with his. He can actually handle that. So 2 go there. We got 2 adjacent in Osborne Laboratories. They can handle that, but this is really bad. We cannot handle it there, which means that both Punisher and Elektra are going to take damage. And really, the only one I'm willing to give up for Punisher is that. He is down to 1 health. Elektra is also going to be down to 1 health, and both of these are her great cards. So I think we'll have to do... I think we're going to have to put away the ninja training. Okay. Wow, that was rough. That hurt a lot, and that means we're going to have to do something to get Elektra moving. We do luckily have a move on Daredevil's card, so that's okay. That ends Wilson's turn. The Kingpin has done terrible things to us again. He's a bad, bad dude. We don't like him. But we're going to take on Elektra's action right now. She is hurting, so we're going to draw 1 card. She is down to 1 health. That is really rough. I think we're going to play this one. Yeah, we can do some serious damage here, but here's how we're going to do this. She's not going to do this part first. We're going to play this. Now, this is Daredevil's last card. He's going to give her a move, a punch, and then she has punches in both locations. So she's actually going to be able to do a lot this turn, and let's make that happen, because she's also going to end up in a place where she can heal. But we haven't been KO'd yet. That's good. So for her first action, she is going to use her movement capability to go there. Then she is going to use her abilities of her Psi, which allows her to do a damage in each location. So 1 here, and if you can see it, boom. 1 way over here, so 2 thugs. She does 2 hits there. That's great. Then she's got 2 more hits that she can do and she's going to hit them both here to get the thugs off of there. So she's... Oh wait, why am I putting them away? Oh my gosh, how stupid of me! I got used to doing that. These actually are going here. 1, 2, 3, and she's got 1 more. We have completed this. We can now hit the Kingpin. Whoa, that was really bad of me not to pay attention to that. That could have been severely bad. This is my whole plan. Okay, and so she's there now. She is safe. She has taken her actions. That's all she's got to do. But it says if you have 1 or 2 cards in your hand, you may draw 1 card. So that's going to make her less likely to die, and that's the card she gets. So she ends her turn there. All right. So next up, let me see. Wilson went. Okay, now Elektra. Now the Punisher. Punisher's going to do some damage. Now, he too only has 1 card, so let's see what he gets. He gets Punisher Special Ops Training. You can move to any location and punch. Well, we want to get him all on top of Kingpin right now because they need the health. Now, he's going to have to play this. I wanted him to play this, but he's going to have to play this because we need the move. And Elektra only gave him a punch, but that's going to give him 3 punches. So, well, he said he can move to any location. I don't see why he wouldn't move there. Doesn't matter. He needs to move anyway. So maybe we'll move him back out. No, we're not. He's going to go there. Okay, that's using his special ops training. Move to any location and hit twice. We can now punch Wilson. We're going to take him. I think we're going to win this. I probably should have played this on harder mode. He hits Wilson twice, and then he gets to hit him again because of Elektra's card. So that's 3 against Wilson out of his 8. I have a feeling Wilson's going to do some movement, but we could also have Daredevil setting up for a hit. Man, I wish I could have done that precision strike. That was 4 hits. That would be 4 hits against him. But we couldn't. And he only has 1 card. So that is going to be it. Let me just double check. Okay, he can move again. Does he want to move? Does he want to move? No, he wants to stay there because he needs to heal. So he's not going to move. He's going to waste that movement point, but that's okay because that's going to allow him to draw a card, which he needs desperately. So he gets this card here, Punisher leaping into action. And now he's got 2 cards, so he's a little less likely to die. Unfortunately, that means Wilson goes again, because we're at a place where we're putting pressure on him, and he's going twice. So what is he going to do? Probably get rid of another card. We got really lucky. We got such cruddy cards from him early on. It didn't really hurt us too bad. So he's going to move 4. We'll go back to the table, and he's going to pop 2 civilians where he's at, and 1 in each other location. Okay, he's going 1, 2, 3, 4. He goes over to the Brooklyn Bridge, where he's going to drop a couple civilians. Now he's far away from us. We can't get him to do too much damage, but he drops 2 civilians here. No effect there. He drops a civilian up here on secrets. As long as there was threat in play. Yeah, that's why we haven't been able to rescue any civilians. We still have that out there. And then he's also going to drop 1 here. That's it. No bam, nothing. That was actually really helpful to us. And then we're going to get to go with Daredevil. God, I kind of want Daredevil to stay there, but I know we can't. So anyway, he's going to draw 1 card. That gives him 3, because he healed up a little bit there. Oh, his wilds. And then a movement from Punisher. He doesn't have any extra movement, so he's not going to be able to get to Punisher in this turn unless he does it. Well, that's going to give him 2 hits right there. I mean, that seems wasteful, but I think that's the best we're going to do, because we can still hit the Kingpin. So we're going to use his Daredevil Radar Sense card. That gives him a movement. He also has a movement off of the Punisher, which means we're going to get 2 hit tokens, which we're going to immediately apply to the Kingpin. And let's go do that. So he's going to move 2, 1 for Punisher's card, 1 for his own card, and then he's going to get 2 hit tokens, which we're not going to bother with. We're just going to punch Fisk twice, the Kingpin twice, and do some more damage to him. We're about to take down the Kingpin. This was actually easier than the last time I played against him, for sure. And I don't believe I made any significant mistakes, but I'm sure you'll let me know if I did. Anyway, he ends his turn there. It says you may add 1 to any location, then rescue 1 from this location. I think we'll do that. We'll just take 1 off of here, and we'll put 1 back up in Queens, because there's lots of open slots on Queens. So we're okay there. That was helpful. All right. Might as well take advantage of the end items if we can. Unfortunately, that does not allow Daredevil to heal up anymore. Then we're going to go to Elektra. Elektra's got 2 cards. She does have a move and a move token, so she can get the Kingpin as well. She won't be able to do much. Hopefully Kingpin doesn't beat us down. So she has a move token. She gets a move from Daredevil. We'll play a punch, just 1 punch from her to get her over there. I mean, we're going to be chasing him around. She's going to use her move token. That's okay. And then she will go from here, 1, this is Electra, by the way, 2 to here, and hit Wilson Fisk for 1 more. He's down to 2. We're in pretty good shape there if we can get Punisher over to deal with that. However, it's now Wilson's turn again. His cards, he doesn't have very many cards left, and I think they're all pretty bad for us now. So let's go there. Oh, so he's doing it again. His next master plan is going to 3, which is right next door to these guys, so that's good. So he goes here to location 3. This token gets removed. He's starting to really take on his master plan. He's getting there in earnest. We got to catch him and do him in quickly. At least Daredevil will get to go before he goes again. He's going to bam. There's nobody in his location, and then he's going to add a bunch of thugs. So let's do that. He's going to add no thugs where he's at. He'll add 1, 2 here, and 1, 2 where Daredevil and Elektra are. And that is going to be his card. And he's only got 4 cards left. So I actually think we're doing okay. I didn't think we were, but we're actually doing all right. So Elektra went last, so that means the Punisher is up next. He's only got these 2 cards. He's up in the Queens. I'm going to draw a 3rd card for him. He does in fact not have a movement, so he needs to move. He's got a move token. Oh, yeah, okay, I know what we're doing. Well, God, I still can't do this. It's not enough. Not enough, because he has to play a move to be able to get to him. So, how does this work? Against a single enemy, you can deal... Okay, so we have to be in the same space with that. That's not going to help us at all. Okay. Let's do this one. We're going to go there, and we're going to take his move tokens. So we're going to do 2 moves. Boom, boom. He's going over to where... Oh, that doesn't get him. Wilson's farther away now. Oh, no, that doesn't going to help us. Well, it does help us. He's getting closer. He moves there. And And then he will use that one punch that he's got to take a thug out. Not that it matters anymore. We'll just go away. We got the thugs cleared. Okay, that is unfortunately the end of his turn. So now we're going to go to, now he ended there. We can move a civilian if we want to. I don't see any value in that based on the layout of the other locations, so we'll leave that alone. We'll draw another card. Oh, good card. We got a movement. Oh, here we go. We got this. We got this. All right, so we're going to take the move from Punisher. That's the Punisher's card. So he's got a move and a punch from Punisher, and then Wild for himself. So he's just going to pop over to here with the movement point. He will punch him for 1 using the Punisher's punch and use the Wild for 2. We have defeated the Kingpin. Let me know how badly I messed that up. I don't think I did, but I'm going to make a joke of it anyway. So that's our first game of Marvel United Streets of New York, where we went up against the Kingpin in, I guess, normal mode. I probably should have made it, I played this game enough, I probably should have made it hard mode, but at least it gives you an idea. If those cards, those plot cards had come out earlier, we could have, I mean, we still had 3 of his tokens out, so we ended up in really good shape. In the last game that I played, we beat him on the last turn. He only had the 6th token. This one was the only one left on the board, and we checked the card. He would have moved to it and won the game in the next round if we hadn't beaten him, so it was really tight. This one was not so tight. I was a little concerned at the beginning because a lot of his weak cards were coming out, but he ended up with better cards coming out toward the end, and that actually was in our favor. I thought maybe it would double down on us and make it bad, but it didn't, especially since we got rid of Bullseye because he was doing the most damage on the board. Anyway, next time, since Bullseye got wounded, he probably escaped. Maybe it's a couple other folks, Jessica Jones and the Heroes for Hire versus Bullseye. What do you think of that? Let me know. Also, thinking of the theme, Streets of New York, we're going to play on the base game, New York layout. Next time, what heroes and villains in that theme would you like to see played? Let me know. We're going to do it again, and we're going to play against another villain, not Kingpin, but maybe Bullseye if you like that idea. But think of Streets of New York, think of the game, and who you would like to see. We're going to be using the street-level heroes. Daredevil, Punisher, Elektra, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones. Those are the ones that I have painted. So we'll see how that goes. At least they're mostly painted. And they're the street heroes that we can play with. So think about that. And if there's other heroes, they don't have to be painted. It would be nice. But if they're not, they're not. If you really want to see them played. But we're going to take on some New York thugs. We might end this with taking on the Sinister Six. But we'd have to get Spiderman in there then, right? And I don't have any of the Sinister Six stuff taken on. But let's continue with the series. Let me know what villains and heroes from this theme idea of Streets of New York you want me to play. Thanks, and please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you in the next episode. Bye-bye.